Hello and welcome to a scene for Salem. Today we are we are at the church, and Lucy is going there in the hopes of finding Father Dante because she does not really understand her telephone yet, and Lynn has recommended her talking to Father Dante about helping at the church and joining the choir. So the only thing to do is to show up at the church and see if he's there. When she finds that he's not there, she'll just sit in one of the pews and pray. The thing is, she is a very noticeable person. A very noticeable person. And it is quite possible that she has in fact been noticed.
She has indeed. What you see is this gentleman in this outfit. He seems to be dusting one of the pews, a few pews ahead of you. And he sees you come in, and without even realizing it, glances up at you. Just because of the magnetism of
Yeah,
the character. He
yeah.
glances over.
It takes active distraction, I would think, to not notice her sometimes.
Yes.
But she does genuflect and cross herself at the entrance, and before she enters the pew, and she does have a rosary with her, so it's fairly clear exactly which branch of Christianity she is.
Yes, quite. Okay. Um, he will stop dusting the cloth with stop dusting the pew, put the cloth away, and sort of straighten himself up as best he can, because there's company in the church now. um, and he'll look over, and I'm supposing that she's in the midst of praying, so he'll just nod to her as she sits down, and he will actually go clean the pew behind her. Walk over to that pew, and let's see how do I want to say this. You hear him going over something, muttering to himself. Uh, is that the wait? Um, nah. And he just keeps doing until she wants to, and he will continue to clean the pew until she's finished.
Um, she'll go through one section of her rosary, and then she'll look towards him in kind of a is there some reason that you are basically hovering behind me? Kind of not a disapproving look, just a
Right.
wary one.
Yeah. He'll nervously look over and say, "You, um, sorry to pry. You wouldn't happen to be Lucy?"
Yes,
I got your paperwork from Lenny.
you're affiliated with the Winter Court.
Not exactly. I work with the police, and I put in your paperwork yesterday. The paperwork that says where you're from.
She'll nod.
And he looks at her, and I'm saying that this is easy for him. He will prime site her just to see what she actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Or does he?
Hindsight shows you the kind of essence of the magic, doesn't it?
Yes.
Which essentially means that she will show up as having glamour, but
Uh-huh.
it doesn't mean that they can see your
Oh,
mood, does it?
don't know exactly. Okay, don't know exactly what she. I guess that
Well,
would
I'm
be
just saying,
matter.
Do you see the
or
mean or do you just see the magic?
ah, hmm,
Because changelings have a mask and a mean. I don't know how much you know about the changelings, but the mask is how they appear to humans, and the mean is how they appear to other changelings. I mean, other changelings can kind of see the mask if they look at it the right way, but the mean is essentially what they've become. And Crime Sight will definitely let you know that she's not human, and will definitely let you know that she's a changeling. But I don't know whether you would see her mean or not.
all right. Let's see. Forces. Probably not. What would he need?
Because
He
it
probably
depends
needs
on.
spirit to see her for what she truly is.
Yeah, it
But
might
he
be. I
does
don't know.
not. Hmm?
It might be. I don't know. That's why I'm just saying. I'm not sure whether you would see it or not.
But he does look at her and see that she's
A changeling.
not quite what she appears on the outside.
Hmm.
And he's
And
just
like I said, if you've met changelings before, which I know you have,
yes.
you will know that that's what she is because the power
Okay.
is similar.
Okay.
But
All right.
anything more specific than that, probably not.
Okay. He looks over. What did they call them? You're a changeling, aren't you?
You don't have a mean.
No, I don't. I wasn't taken.
Then how do
But,
you know?
but, my eyes have been opened. You might not have met what I am. Actually, hmm. Have you seen Dawn? He looks at you questioningly.
She nods.
Then you have. We're quite similar.
Hand servants of Ishtar. I was called
Oh,
Ishtar at one point.
hmm. Wait.
I had
He
many
pull,
names.
he pulls out his phone and starts flipping through.
Yeah. Also, if you have a cult, which you probably do,
Oh
being
yeah, yeah.
you can probably try that
Cold.
because if
Yeah.
you know that her name is Lucy Vesper, and put Vesper together with Ishtar, it is possible, though
Okay.
not necessarily likely, that you would put those two together and come up with Venus or Aphrodite. But whether you'd know that she was referring to the planet or to the similarity of the goddesses,
What in the world?
actually,
Okay.
no, Vesper definitely referred to the planet rather than the goddesses. But yes,
Okay. Intelligence. So intelligence cult. Let's see what happens.
hmm
No.
no. So he does not get that from
No.
her name and from her reference to Ishtar. He does not get that.
Hmm. Ishtar. The significance escapes me.
You
And
probably
he
know who
actually will
Ishtar
sit down
was.
on the pew, put his elbows on the one you're sitting on, and put his hands on him, on his put his chin on his hands. But please inform. He just grin at you like a schoolboy.
I had many names during my penance.
Penance. Hmm. Penance. I'm sorry, I'm not Catholic, but please go on. I'm curious.
She'll frown slightly and give him a bit of an appraising look, like she's trying to decide exactly how much to tell him, because she's very new
I
back and she's not entirely
I
sure who she's supposed to tell what.
I am a servant of the sacred flame, if that helps.
And she'll look around, see that the church is empty,
Hmm.
hold out her hand, and being a bright one, will summon light into her hand.
Hmm. Have not met one of your particular type. Met ogres. Met grub. And she'll look back at you like, have you met grub?
Catherine is very charming.
Hmm. Never met. What is it you're. Hmm. You can tell he's obviously nervous. That he's stumbling over his words. He's not used to talking all that much to people.
Mhm. I was a star.
Hmm. A star.
A wandering star, to be precise. You failed the occult roll, but do you have academics?
Yes.
Because you can probably try intelligence academics about the comment on the wandering star.
Also not very good, but let's see. Ah, did okay.
And you know you can re-roll tens, right?
Oh, right. I thought ones immediately
No,
cancel, or
ones
do they
do not
not?
cancel in New World.
They ones do not.
Do not cancel.
Okay.
In New World, ones do not cancel. You can re-roll tens, and you only get an exceptional failure or a botch if you're reduced to a chance dice and fail.
Ah, okay. So 3.
Yeah. Uh, wandering stars are what the planets were referred to before they realized that the Earth went
Ah,
around the sun,
so,
and that probably at this point you will realize that Venus, the planet Venus, was also referred to as Ishtar, and
ah,
Aphrodite, obviously, and all because it was the brightest and was considered the most beautiful. So a lot, more than one culture named it after their most their deity of beauty.
okay. You see him start connecting points in his head,
Mm-hmm.
almost visibly. Um, he says, "Wait, Venus?
That was one of my names.
Okay. Hmm. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the keepers, as some of them call them. I'm still wrapping my head around what I've learned to do.
So
But
no,
I'm beginning to understand. Okay. Um,
they're fallen angels that are creating mimicries of God's creation. That they cannot create things of their own, and so they must steal and reshape them.
hmm,
Which is
I,
absolutely not the interpretation any of the other changelings have.
Yeah, but
But it
he
is Lucy's interrogation.
he completely understands the connection.
Mhm.
You can see he's nodding as you say it. Hmm, in what we know, that does make sense. You know what he's actually talking about. It's like, hmm, interesting. I'll have to give that some more thought. Does make sense. Although some of the places I hope some of the places we that some of my others have connected to, hope that's not the same place, cause that's not good. Ooh. Anyway, I've been reading some of the lore from my watchtower. I'll go ahead and say, and there's another watchtower that connects to a place you might not like to hear. I hope it's not the same place, or I hope it's.
The purgatory beyond the hedge.
We can say that. Place called Arcadia.
Journal.
And as I said, I hope it's the ones that they talk to are of a different mindset, but I can't be sure. But um, you'll be interested to know the ones that we knew of in our upbringing. I've seen on occasion the helpers that we know of, the angels.
The ones that remain faithful.
Yes, I've seen them. I've seen a few of the fallen here.
The mayor said that they could not go into the hedge, which makes no sense, seeing as that is where they took us. But I think
Hmm.
perhaps the same name is being used to refer to different things.
Yes. Hmm.
After all, if a person mistreats his wife and his family, he is sometimes called a demon. That does not mean that he is an angel who has fallen from God's graces. It simply means that he is a bad person, or in this case, perhaps creature, that has gained the name by association.
Hmm. You're wise beyond your years, my dear. How long have
Do
you
you
been
know my
gone?
years?
Hmm?
Do you know my years?
Out of game, she looks 20-ish,
Yeah,
roughly.
give or take.
Okay.
Pretty
Okay.
much. Somewhere
You.
over 20 and under 30. Probably
Okay.
on the lower side, but it's hard to tell.
Okay. You look. He looks to be roughly in his 30s. Um, just to put that out there, he says, "You don't look old enough to be that wise." I'll put it that way. May I ask the last time you remember before being taken?
I was praying in a chapel.
Hmm.
I was supposed to take my vows and join a nunnery the following day.
Mm.
I was supposed to be contemplating God's grace and God's mercy,
Mhm.
and instead I was thinking of my own vanity. Perhaps that is why he allowed the fallen one to come to me in his place of worship.
I don't know how accurate that is, even though he does work in mysterious ways. When was this? How long ago?
I was 16.
Mm.
This tells you nothing, but,
Yeah,
but she
yeah,
doesn't
no
know.
clue.
So, but
It
she
was
doesn't
4 years
know.
ago to
So.
her. It's like, okay, what year?
I don't recall. As much as time has meaning,
Hmm.
great meaning, I can feel its very tick. Remembering, remembering has become difficult.
Hmm. Hmm. They don't want you to remember, even after you get free. Remembering helps you piece yourself back together.
He wanted me to fully be what he made me into,
Hmm.
and not what I was before.
Yes, you look it to mortal eyes, and would God I could see what you are to those others. But this will have to survive. Have to suffice, and at least until there are stronger ones to help open my eyes.
She'll nod because she's too new to know that there are actually pledges that can do that.
Ah,
There are
yeah.
there are pledges that will lead to mortals being ensorcelled. This
Hmm.
includes any other supernaturals. And ensorcelment is being able to see the glamour, then and see the means and various different aspects of it in the world.
Hmm.
Kind of like kind of like the various mage sites, but specifically changelings.
Hmm.
But she doesn't know that yet, so
Right. Okay. Um. This is. Oh, told you my first name. Where are my manners? Mel Gordon, and he'll extend a hand. Detective in cybercrimes.
Lucifer Vesper.
She said her full first name,
Yep.
or that was given.
Well, the name that she chose, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like, and he stops at the name and just bright one, bright one, not that, and he'll take the hand and squeeze it.
Hmm.
He's convincing himself. You can tell. I'm just like,
Yes.
when's
But yeah, now that you know that she is referring to the planet Venus,
Mhm,
and with those three successes, probably would know that both Lucifer and Vesper were aspects of the planet Venus before they realized that they were the same one.
mhm.
Lucifer in the mornings and Vesper in the evenings.
Okay. It's starting to make sense now. Just, we'll call you Lucy. Yeah.
She nods.
that has terrible connotations. Anyway, uh,
She nods.
welcome to stay here. If you need a place to stay, I'm pretty good at arranging.
The mayor
Pl-
has provided me a place for the time
oh,
being
good, 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 good. Then I don't have to do much. But
until I can find my feet at least.
I don't know where the preacher's got to. Uh, but actually, tell you what, he reaches in his pocket and hands you a card, and it's his official police information card. But it's got his name, it's got a phone number, it's even got an email address on there.
Hmm.
If she has any idea how to use that.
No, she does not. She looks at it a
Mhm,
little bit confused until she realizes that the numbers are probably for the phone because the only
mhm.
example she was given was three numbers. So she was told
Oh,
911 is for the police.
okay.
Like, but that is a lot more numbers.
He goes down and says, "Okay, that's my phone number at work." Um, he looks at her, looks back at the he sees the uncertainty, and he's,
Yeah,
"Do you know how to use those? I can show you."
she'll pull out her phone. I was given this.
Uh huh.
It is a voice transmitter of some kind, and the numbers are how you tell it who you want to speak with.
He starts not it clicks and he starts nodding. You were taken before the phone. Okay. All right.
I can't remember much of my life before, so I can't be certain if I simply forgot it or not. But I think it was before the phone, at least before
Okay.
these.
Right. Let me show you then. He actually will he'll hesitantly reach for your hand but not quite touch it.
Hmm.
You just kind of hover and
Hmm.
um but he will sort of slide over and show you how to operate the phone that you're using.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna say that it's so easy. He doesn't have to do anything. He just, says, "Okay, you
Yep.
go here, you
Yeah,
go here, you punch in
she's
this
got decent
number."
intelligence.
Huh?
She'll pick it. She's got decent intelligence. She'll pick it up fairly easily.
Yeah. But yeah, he shows you, and he actually hits send, and his pocket starts ringing. He'll
Hmm.
pull out the phone. Ah, good. And now I've got yours. Let's see what it. Do you know the ring of it?
She'll shake her head because nobody's phoned it yet.
Okay. But you hear you'll hear a little bit of echo until he hits the he hangs it up. Okay. Let's and he'll send back to hers after he puts it into his contacts.
Hmm. And it will probably be the generic ringtone that comes with the phone.
Uh huh.
Something along the lines of do 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 do.
It's like, okay, and then he shows you either to talk to the person, you hit this whenever it starts ringing, or you hit this if you don't want to talk to them at the moment.
Yes, Dawn told me that. The green button to make it go and the red button to make it stop.
Right. Yes. So now that we have each other's, if you need somebody, anybody, for any
Dawn
reason,
said
call
that
me.
I should push the hash button and the one, and she points to the appropriate ones, to speak with the mayor, and two to
Already put
speak
it on
with
speed
Dawn.
dial. Good. And two is for what?
For Dawn.
Ah, good. Um, she's sort of my superior in what we do. So if you don't get me, she's a good alternative. But here, if you don't mind, let me put myself in as three. He'll take
She'll nod and just hand the phone over.
yeah, he'll quickly put himself in as pound three and say, uh the hash the pound sign and then three, and that'll call me in case you don't want to punch in all the numbers. Yeah, anytime you need me, give me a call. I'm usually either in the office or here. So I have a little cot in the office because reasons. But yeah, I also have a little apartment, but that's not important. But yeah, anytime you need me, give me a call, and we'll try to
Merlin
figure.
gave me a safe house and a card with some money in it, and
Ah, hmm
told me that I should speak with Father Dante, who may or may not be the father that I met here before,
ah,
about helping at the church and joining the choir.
yes. He's, I'll say, filling in for now. We're finding someone to hold services. He's doing rather well for right now. Um, we'll continue to see how well he does and if he'd like to stay and that sort of thing.
Do you know
But
where I could find a Catholic priest?
Catholic, Catholic. He scratches his chin.
He listened and was kind and sympathetic,
hmm
but
hmm
I should like to give a proper confession.
Right, you need the proper rights. I'll have a look around. Look through the database if I have to. Um, but yeah, yeah. I will actually take a look at that and see if there are any with Catholic background, and get them in touch with you if that's all right.
Thank you. I would appreciate that.
Hmm. So, um, you're welcome to stay here. I was just finishing up cleaning, and then I was thinking of heading home to sleep. But like I said, you're welcome to stay here and come and go anytime you like. Oh, you said choir.
She'll nod.
You're a singer.
I sang to the sun each morning to bid it to rise, and each evening to lay it to sleep.
Ah,
He was
hmm,
very handsome.
hmm. Anyway, now's probably not a good time, but I'd very much like to hear you sing it at some point. Uh, and at that, he'll actually just he will go back. He will go back to cleaning, but you'll hear him very low, very softly, singing to himself, just because singing got in his brain. Um,
What is he
and
singing?
credo in unum Deum, Patrem omnipotentem, factorem. Huh?
She'll probably end up joining in. Other points I do not know that particular hymn, but yeah, she'll probably join in because obviously she was raised with a lot of those same hymns.
hmm
So as long as
hmm
it's not too modern.
Yeah, Yeah, it's the for those wondering watching this, it's the Nicene Creed.
Mhm.
And he will just
Yes,
continue
you
the
would
bass
definitely
part
know
as
that
well
one.
as he can. Hmm?
You would definitely know that one.
Yeah, but he will continue the Nicene Creed. It softly. Here's you singing.
Her voice
And
cuts through the church like a bell.
oh yeah, and it's the I'm imagining it being the soprano part,
Mm-hmm.
and he gets just that least little bit of confidence in
Uh-huh.
what he's doing and
Yeah.
tries to match.
Yeah.
Still singing the
She's
bass
she's
part.
she's got 11 dice for singing, so you can you can imagine what it is like because she's got
It is beautiful.
presence 5, expression 3, specialty in singing, and then +2 for striking looks, it being used to entertain.
But
So yeah,
pay even if she didn't wasn't specialized and had so he pales in comparison to her skill, but he's still trying.
yeah,
But I'll say that they finish the creed and we close out the scene. Unless you have anything else.
no, that seems reasonable. They'll finish the song. She'll finish her rosary,
Hmm.
and then with a small smile and a nod, um, and crossing herself to the front of the church, and again upon leaving, she will make her way out.
Before she leaves, he'll remember something he learned and say, "Peace be with you, sister,"
And
as
also
she
with you.
leaves. And he'll just nod and he'll continue his cleaning and he'll make sure everything's straight and prepared for the next service. And he himself will leave.
And there the scene will end.